South African Airways brings the world to Africa and takes Africa to the world.
So he's doing the happy dance here because, you know, he's going to be flying high very soon on the 13th of September. Why must you rub it in like that?
No, I'm not rubbing it in. I'm just very excited.
It's rubbing it in.
May I please be excited to be going to the Republic of Congo? Come on, man. The 13th of September is the date that I'm waiting for, man. Only a couple more sleeps to go. Literally, I'm counting. It's tonight, then tomorrow night, and the next night. That's the last one. 13th of September is when I'll be heading off.
And of course, Liesl is also going to London on the 15th, so it's a perfect way to start a Monday to have a combined South African and British ceremony to look towards both their exciting journeys. Now, this year at the 56th BFI London International Film Festival, there are 3 South African feature films that are going to be screened, and it's, of course, brilliant news. It's brilliant news for South African film industry because even though it's still tough to raise funds for films, they are receiving great support abroad as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we spoke to Katinka Haynes, the director and producer of Die Wonderwerker, very recently, and she said, you know, how difficult it is to get funds to fund a movie like that. And finally, our movies are getting exposure. They're being loved all across the world. And there's actually 3 pivotal films that are being filmed, right, or being screened at this festival, one of which is called Ascension and was entered into the Dare section. It's directed by Michael J. Ricks, and it's a masterful and shocking film about the lengths to which an HIV-positive man will go in order to try and cure himself of the virus. So as you can just hear from that little synopsis, it's quite a gripping story. Wow.
Another movie that you can look forward to is Sleeper's Wake. Now, this is directed by Barry Burke, and it's starring Lionel Newton and Jay Anstey. And it's a sinister film that explores grief and healing and is set in a remote and eerie coastal village. Hey,
so Jay Anstey from Isidingo. Hey. Check it out. Very, very cool. Nice. And of course, one that I'm sure they're going to absolutely love is Material, full of humor. It's about a struggling Asian material shop, if you will, directed by Craig Freeman. Vincent Ibrahim from the Kumars at number 42 plays the father, and Denise Newman is the long-suffering mother of the aspiring comedian Kasim, who's played by real-life comedian Riyad Musa. There's a whole cast of some of the best comedians in the country. We actually got a bit of a clip they want to show you.
Yes.
Take a look at this. Well, I actually saw him just before we see the clip.
Yes.
He was at the comedy festival last week, and he was kind of, you know, judging his competitors, if you will. But he's quite a nice guy, applauding the guys as they gave their punchlines there. But let's take a look at the trailer for Material, which kind of just sums it up.
My name is Kasim, and it's awesome to be here. Has anybody been for a Pakistani head massage? You've never been in the middle of a massage praying for load shedding. At least I know why Pakistanis walk around flalical.
I've been in this business a long time. I've probably got socks older than you. You do good stuff.
A Muslim comedian. There's a demand for you out there, and I will supply that demand.
That sounds amazing.
I want you to look after the keys from now. And at the end of the year, I want you to take over properly.
Why isn't he married yet? My cousin Farzana will be perfect for him. Lots of people say she looks like my twin.
You just gotta figure out a way to do the comedy without anybody knowing.
You need an alibi.
You got the tickets.
I'm sure anybody else don't want to come with?
So what time does the show start?
Standing in a bar full of drunk people is not who you are, Kasim.
He's a good boy, Ibrahim.
So that means he can lie to us?
He just wants to make people laugh.
Then tell him to join the bloody circus. And you can make him a clown suit from the fabric in the shop.
I'm Jewish, man. What do you think when I told my dad I wanted to be a comic? Hey, you think he applaud? No, now he's my biggest fan, man. He tells all his friends, that kid's hilarious. Takes after his old man.
I know what you are trying to do with this comedy thing.
That's you come from here.
Your son has a lot of potential.
Don't talk to me about potential. You have no idea what you're talking about.
You want to play the attic sometime?
Are you serious?
Wednesday, 8 o'clock, you be there?
I thought you finished with this nonsense.
I have my own life.
Life is not a funny business.
We are seriously going places. Don't say it.
Oh man, beautiful, beautiful
stuff.
movie material. Joey Razdi, Nick Rabinovitz, Riyad Musa, some of our best in the country. You've got to check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But speaking of which, I mean, we're talking all about the great things that are happening within this coming week. On the 13th, I'll be going all the way to Brazzaville in the Republic of the Congo. I'm gonna be playing with gorillas. Be like, ooh, ooh, ah. No. It's gonna be an absolutely great journey. But if you want to be one of those people that are gonna be joining me on this journey, you can email us at saa@expressoshow.com, and we'll give you information about a special package that SAA is putting together.
That's right, and don't also forget that SAA is giving away 25,000 Voyager miles, and you don't have to be a member to win. You just have to, you'll get the points anyway.
Exactly, and then you can use them for any flight that you want. There's so many beautiful benefits that you can exchange those Voyager miles for. So SAA and your name and city to 33728. We'll be right back after this.
Stand the chance to win 25,000 Voyager miles, compliments of South African Airways. On the 13th of September, South African Airways will introduce a twice-weekly service from Johannesburg to Brazzaville in the Republic of Congo. And Katlego will be on board for the maiden voyage. Kat will be getting up close and personal with endangered western lowland gorilla in the second largest rainforest in the world. To stand a chance to win 25,000 Voyager miles towards a flight of your choice, SMS the keyword SAA, your name and city, to 33728. South African Airways, Africa's most awarded airline.